Hello, YouTube. It looks like something caught my eye. I was very worried that storms would develop in this atmosphere, and it does look like that is the case. Some thunderstorms have gone up, and we're going to take a live look at them right now up here in Athens. So, this is not the main event for the Tennessee Valley, but this definitely is a event. I'm noticing significant downdrafts here, as well as this kind of boundary here with bases of these thunderstorms inside of them, and a lot of shear here with a lot of moisture. So we're gonna have to watch this. If these storms get themselves situated, and you can really see it here on East Limestone too. These are super concerning camera shots with these bases here in the back. And once you start getting these low to the ground, fast moving thunderstorm bases, even here in Madison, have turned the camera towards these storms. Well, actually haven't. You just look at some clouds. Let's see if Athens camera can see it. I know this one's facing the right way. Kind of difficult to see. These are getting situated, so we're going to talk about it right now. So, overall, our threat right now is minimal. But if the thunderstorms take advantage of this environment, and I think that they will, even a slight amount of bubbling, I really get concerned with these things, is you could end up having storms in which they start to rotate and they start dropping tornadoes here pretty quickly. They don't, storms at least today haven't really wasted that much time. They just kind of start. And you can see them bubbling up out here. You can see some down here already getting situated. Switch this to a more high resolution look at these thunderstorms. I'm not expecting them to go tornado crazy, but I just kind of want to look at them because these little areas of rain shower in this type of environment will really start. I'm going to look at echo tops. I'm going to see how tall these are getting. Like I said, these are just rain. Yeah, we got some updrafts going up. These are super small, beginning of the life updrafts here. Basically, no, you see the wall of severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. That'll impact us later, but these could bubble up here and get concerning pretty quickly. Doesn't take long for these types of thunderstorms. Another reason why I went on air was because there are some down here near Mobile that were just one over here in 84. Just these are rocking. Like these are full-fledged supercell thunderstorms with hook echoes. Here's one. Travel a little bit north to get another one here near Waynesboro. Cool looking storms for photography. Not cool if you're not hoping for severe weather. And overall, this live stream is probably going to last a couple hours because I'm going to cover north to south here. And we're going to start on this storm, quadruple hail tag. So this one's producing big hail. So Greenville, Missouri here, Wayne County. Williamsville, Missouri. Definitely a big supercell thunderstorm here coming in. Quadruple hail tag now. So I'm just going to kind of show you. I can already tell just by the shape of the thunderstorm that your rotation would be somewhere in here if there was one, and your hail would be somewhere in here. And this big hail looks like it's going right up towards Greenville, Missouri, as hinted by the severe thunderstorm warning. Puxico, Missouri, Bloomfield, Missouri. All right, this thing is going northeast. You guys will not be affected. All right, Greenville, Missouri, you're under the gun pretty much. And obviously, with a quadruple hail tag, it's going to be rough for you. Let's move north here near IWX. I'm going to take a look at these tornadoes that are on the ground right now up here. Whew, that's rough. That's real rough. You know, when I say Boeing segment of strong to severe thunderstorms, this is what I mean. Look at that massive Boeing segment. I mean, there's wind reaching the ground here to the point where, I mean, obviously, there goes another tornado warning. So you could have 3 different tornadoes occurring here in this line. But just this Boeing segment, there's going to be 90-mile-an-hour wind, probably at least in some of the areas on this line. I just can know just by looking at it. But to get a closer look, we are going to turn on velocity so we can see some of the more spotty areas of damaging winds. And yeah, this is rough stuff, guys. This is probably 80 miles an hour. You can just tell that by the reflectivity signature. Velocity signature says it all, though. Um, Tornado warning. I think the most concerning one. This one was just kind of spritz issued, which means this might be a tight QLC couplet. Kind of trying to get it to run here, but I'm thinking is this little nudge here in the line difficult to see, and there is something in there. You can tell something is starting to wrap up. I think right in here. There's super difficult to see. I have a super low quality velocity. There's something right in here. There's also some convergence going on right in here. And this is going towards Angola, Indiana. Your instability is okay. And then after that, it's farmland. For whatever tornado could be occurring, this could also be a confirmed tornado warning. Why did I turn on drawing tools? I'm so used to turning on drawing tools. We're going to look at the correlation coefficient for this particular thunderstorm and see if whatever possible tornado is going on in this could be occurring. The one up here also doesn't seem to have a CC signature on it, and it does look like that one will be allowed to expire. Let's take a look at the reflectivity of this one, and I notice a curling back into this. Let me just reload. All right, nothing. We got a couple storms here going up out in front of this area. We got one over here. Gotta watch that, but here's your leading edge of wind with the drawing tool. All right, Bonson, Michigan, it's on top of you. Coldwater, Michigan, it's on top of you. Angola, Indiana. So here's the Indiana, Michigan state line. And these places here, I mean, there's just going to be some strong wind when this moves through. It's going to be pretty loud, also with some 1-inch diameter hail possible with those. It's just not loading. It's just not loading. Now it is. Got to talk about what a lot of people are talking about, and that is the Arkansas storms that are underway right now. Wait for this to boot up. Northern Arkansas, really, but we just getting your first signs of development out here. Rotational development, too. Super difficult. These are all in the radar hole, but I'm sure the ones in the back are still kind of mid. Hold on, I gotta wait for this to catch up. The storms are not here, by the way. There it is. They're here. All right, so we're gonna go through. It literally can't be this slow. This is why I'm getting a new computer. Okay. So I'm just gonna start naming out places and start timing some of these out. Mountain Home, Arkansas, you need to be getting ready for some hail with that due to the hail tag. I can't zoom in here, but Harrison, Arkansas is in some rough stuff right now. It's probably not raining there, but you know. Not a lot of hailstorms out here. I see a little RFD in this one. Interesting stuff. Reason, like I said, that I came on Airville because my viewing area is the Tennessee Valley. Is some of these showers. You know, we have actual severe thunderstorms that are starting to happen here in Georgia. Not really us, though. These are rotating showers. This one has an updraft with it. Definitely some higher end of rain, but they might be capped. One here, and then all the rest of these are just kind of spotty rain showers. You know, there's one at here MCS, but I'm sure it's not facing these. But I bet you it can see kind of this shape to them if they are existing, and to see if they're really just getting smushed by a cap. They can't really rise. But the environment they're moving to is very favorable. It is a little capped. Let's look at the mesoscale right now. Why don't we look at the HRRR? Let me do a live forecast for the viewers at home. Don't usually do these, but it's good to branch out every once in a while. I'm going to use the her model. So it's pretty solid. Of course, I'm going to use the best for viewing Tennessee Valley Regional Sector. We've got a nice 20Z booted up. Let's see what the curve thinks will happen to these storms. Doesn't show them maturing, but shows really just a lot of scattered thunderstorms out here in Georgia. That'll probably limit their severe weather threat. Shows that's a mean supercell that it shows developing. Ooh, that's a lot of hail with that. And then the line kind of moves through later today, basically tomorrow. I mean, this is super late. There's not going to be a lot of instability for these storms, and they're really going to struggle. But a lot of wind with this. Like I said, that wind energy, though, will probably be confined to the north, and then it will kind of bow out and become a Mississippi, Alabama threat. The shear right now is almost at its max, so it'll higher before the end of the day. And then that'll really, it doesn't go away. Like, we're still at 2,000 joules per kilogram out ahead of the storms. A little confused on why the HER would say they would be so weak. That level of joules per kilogram, I don't see why it would. Let's take a NAM sounding. So it's going to show us a look at the atmosphere and what could kind of happen. I don't think I'll be on for very many more hours, but I mean, there's literally no reason why they wouldn't be supercells in this. The only reason I guess I could think of, I mean, this is literally doing a loop-de-loop, though. I mean, it goes around and it loops due to shear. Kind of loops around, then comes back out, rotating again. There's not a lot of shear. That might be what's still not a limiting factor. There's just so much. Even the NAM stat agrees, and that's rare, that there's going to be enough instability. Really just an amazing amount of instability out in front of this. Almost 3,000 joules per kilogram, really. The atmosphere is nothing short of extraordinary. There is a lot of things that'll be coming together for this line. So here's what I think is going to happen. So we're going to have a Orion prediction right now. Not an O'Ronald prediction, a Orion prediction. This was going to be better than any prediction ever made by any human being whatsoever. No human will match to my prediction. Okay? No human that's alive or not alive will match the prediction I'm about to make. Okay? So sit back, relax, and enjoy this amazing prediction. The best prediction. Okay? I think that tonight in the Tennessee Valley area from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., an extremely strong line of thunderstorms is going to move through with intense lightning, hail, heavy rain, damaging winds, and all the things. Why do I think that? Well, there's just too much CAPE to be ignored. There's simply too much instability. And instability is everything with these events. And there's, at least in Alabama, believe it or not, despite how close to the Gulf of Mexico we are, we've been struggling lately with is the instability. Now the instability is there. So what could take place? Well, the high res says a massive, intense line of thunderstorms that are very big and scary will move through. If I go under a tornado warning and let's say there's a big tornado that might hit my house tonight, all right? I'm still go live from my crawl space, so then that way you guys on the live stream can see me get hit by the tornado. Sounds pretty cool, right? Also, just look how bad it's going to be for people here in mid-Wisconsin. Just look at all this freezing rain. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And the dew point, according to the high resolution model, I mean, it's being a dew point. All right, 64, 65, 66, 70. I mean, it's all there. So Everything is in place here for this super juiced up line of thunderstorms to smash through and cause all this terribleness. And I think this was going to happen. All right, this has happened many times in my lifetime, and every single time it does, the same thing happens. You get this big line that just goes from north to south and just right through northern Alabama. No questions asked. That is what happened. What is this thing yapping about? Anyway, so that's about all I got to talk about, really. I don't even know why I went live. I went live because I saw something scary on a camera. And you know what? That's okay, because on May 8th, nobody expected this stuff to kind of happen. And you know what happened? It happened. It just did. There was a lot of severe weather and a lot of bad things. And it was a pretty bad day. There's probably nobody watching right now. If somebody's watching, put in the chat something stupid. Do it right now. I bet you can. If there's somebody watching right now, put tornado in the chat. If you don't want to, then I guess you're just not watching. Do it. Tornado. It's in there. Question is will somebody respond? Well, I guess nobody's watching, so sucks for them. I'll see you guys later.